Hello everyone and welcome to SimCity 2013 or SimCity 5 or just plain SimCity, whichever you want to call it. Basically this is the official true 5th installment of the SimCity series, excluding SimCity Societies because that game was terrible and I don't even want to talk about that. Moving along, I'm going to be making an education based city, so I really want basically a hub where all, I guess, Sims can be educated and I can create some wealthy Sims. So I'm going to be doing it in, I don't even remember what name, Lancaster Point. Yes, so this is actually my second city. I built another city, well, obviously when I first got the game, when I could get onto the servers. It took me about 2 or 3 days to actually be able to play this game. But yeah, this is my second city. My other one I'm not too proud of because, I mean, of course I was only learning when I made that city, so everything's all over the place. Nothing makes geographical sense. So I've got skyscrapers in the middle of, I guess, low density suburban neighborhoods, which I don't like. I hate when that happens. So basically this is just a brand new city. So first off, with any new city you have to build a power plant and you need to start building, I guess, and populating your city. Sorry, I'm just scoping out the city here. So yeah, I'm just getting, I guess, looking around. I mean, I'm not doing live play, I'm just I pre-recorded this, and yeah, I don't really I guess say the best things when I'm playing live. I can't concentrate, so yeah, I'm gonna do this pre-recorded. So yeah, that was me basically getting a scope of the new area. So now I'm going to build some streets, and I really like the this tool here, the curve roads tool. Basically I always wondered how they were actually going to pull this off. In Cities XL, I think I haven't played that for a while, but it's very, very different to the way Maxes have done it with SimCity. Basically, you just click and drag, and basically the mouse will, like the road will follow the mouse. But then where those white dashed lines are, basically once your cursor hits that white line, it'll automatically start following that cursor. I mean, you still have to pull it along, of course, but it won't stray away from that cursor unless you really have to. I won't stray away from that white line, but unless you really pull it away from that white line. So yeah, it's a really, really handy tool, and I really like that. Use the train. I don't know if you heard that. That wasn't in the game, it was outside my window. So yeah, it is. I really like that feature. That's a really good new feature, and I just like the curved roads in general. So I'm basically just I guess mapping up my city. I'm really fussy about how I like things laid out. I like them to look nice and neat. Like no weird. I mean, one thing I have noticed so far that I had a little rant is, especially with intersections, if you place them a certain way, and you can do it quite easily in this game, it tends to, like, the textures mess up and it doesn't like connect well. I mean, I haven't seen any yet in this video, but I mean later on in the game you probably will start to notice them a bit more. But I mean, I try and make my roads look good by avoiding that stupid intersection bug, and I hope they do fix that in the future patch. So yeah, so you can zone some like residential, and now some people are moving in, building houses. I guess in like previous SimCity games, we mainly SimCity 4. I can't really, I haven't played the other games, SimCity 3000 or 2000 in a long time, so I'm not really. I can't really remember how they work too much, but in SimCity 4, basically when you placed a zone, it was either 2 squares, 1 square, or 3 squares. basically here you just I guess place the zoning along the road, and it just automatically calculates the size. Like, you don't even know how big the lot's gonna be, it just automatically does it. Which is, I don't really mind. Doesn't bother me too much. So now they're complaining that they don't have water, and I just bought some water off the previous city that I created. So yeah, I'm just checking to see who's got water and who hasn't. See the agents, the water agents, basically, if the agent connecting to the house is grey, it means that it's not receiving the specific utility, and once it gets coloured either yellow or blue, that means it's either getting water if it's blue or power if it's yellow. The little speech bubble here tells me my sim wants to give me a tip. He's telling me how my city's going, or if anything needs to be done. Basically told me he doesn't have a job and he wants me to create more jobs for him, so I need to zone more either resident, industrial or commercial. Building the town hall basically will eventually give you access to departments, which are ploppable add-ons to your town hall, or city hall it will become. So one example is, because I'm doing the education city, I will need to get the Department of Education, and that will basically allow me to build high schools and universities, because I mean, without that you can only build just a normal primary or elementary school. So yeah, it's a good thing to have. I think you pretty much have to have it. I don't even think you have a choice. Your city can't go very far without it. One annoying thing about the new cities is that you're not given a lot of money to start off with, and really it's because the city size has been scaled down a lot, and I know that's partly because this whole game is going into a lot more detail than it's ever gone before, and it's easier, I guess, to pay more attention to that detail when the city's scoped down a lot smaller. But I mean, I think it's bit too small, but I mean it's understandable why they made it this small. But yeah, I would like it to be bigger. But yeah, having a really small amount of money to start with does make things a bit slower, so it does take you a little bit longer to build your city up a bit. But I mean, it's not really like you have a lot of room to build it onto. But yeah, so money, not much. Takes a little bit longer to get your city off the ground. One new feature is sewage. So basically all residential, I think commercial as well, probably all zones, they basically produce sewage, so poo. And you do need a sewage outflow pipe to get rid of it, which is, I guess, not really nice to have, But in all real life situations, all cities have a sewage outflow pipe or some way of dealing with their sewage. So yeah, so to get rid of all the shit, you need to basically create this sewage outflow pipe. You don't want to make it close to residential or anywhere where you want wealthy sims or plan on building really wealthy places or whatever. If you want it basically as far away from civilization as possible. So I'm going to build it down here, made a little dirt track, and once I plop it, you will see all the basically poo agents that will all start coming down this road. Here we go. And yeah, it follows the road, and there you go.